Have you ever stopped to think about the building you're in right now? I mean, really think about all the complex tech that's running just behind the scenes? Well, today we're going to pull back that curtain on a huge player in that world, AppFolio. We're going to decode exactly how this real estate tech company works, and we're going to do it using their very own official documents as our guide. So, let's dive in.
So let's just start with this. This is a really powerful statement from a customer, Joe Remsen. He basically says his company, which manages almost 3,000 properties, couldn't even function without AppFolio. Now, this isn't some marketing fluff. This is from their latest investor call. And it just goes to show you how deeply woven they are into their clients' day-to-day operations.
And believe me, Joe's company is just the tip of the iceberg. To really get a sense of the scale we're talking about here, just look at this number. 9.4 million. That's how many individual property units, apartments, houses, office spaces, are all managed using AppFolio software. That is a massive footprint in the real estate world.
Okay, so how can we possibly get a truly unbiased look inside a business this big? Well, we're going to turn to its official owner's manual, the Form 10-K. See, this is a document that public companies are legally required to file every single year. It's kind of like their official report card, and it details everything: how the business works, its strategies, and, maybe most importantly, the risks it's up against.
So what is the actual problem that AppFolio is solving? The best way to think about their platform is as the central nervous system for a property management company. It's designed to handle, well, pretty much everything. Let's break down what that really means.
This diagram right here from their 10K really shows the magic of the platform. You see how AppFolio sits right in the middle? That's because it's not just a tool for the property manager. It's a hub that connects them to everyone else. We're talking vendors, investors, and of course, the residents. And this is so key because in a business with so many moving parts, having that one single source of truth is what prevents total chaos and some very costly mistakes.
And this quote just nails the real-world impact. Can you imagine juggling nine different software systems just to manage your properties? That was the reality for Daniel Holloway McCarthy's company. By putting everything into one place, they freed up their teams from constantly wrestling with messy, fragmented data so they could actually focus on their residents. That's the core value proposition right there.
Okay, that all sounds great, but how does that actually translate into a business model? Well, AppFolio's revenue engine is actually pretty straightforward. It's broken down into two main streams.
And this is a really clever two-part model. On the left, you've got subscription services, their Core, Plus, and Max plans. This gives them a really stable, predictable, recurring revenue base. But the real genius, I think, is on the right, with the value-added services. These are fees for things like processing rent payments or screening tenants. And the key insight here is that AppFolio's success is directly tied to their customer success. As their customers grow and process more transactions, AppFolio's revenue just grows right along with them.
So, we've got a solid business model. But where's the future growth going to come from? Well, according to the company, their next big leap is all about one thing: artificial intelligence. And they're not just talking about simple automation here. The CEO is aiming for nothing less than a fundamental transformation of the entire industry.
The key term you'll hear them use is agentic AI. Now, this isn't just about running simple scripts. Think about a maintenance request. The old way, an AI might just log the ticket. But with goal-driven AI, AppFolio says it can triage the issue, talk to the resident in different languages, and then automatically create a work order for the right vendor. It's designed to act like an intelligent agent that transforms how the business performs.
And the data shows this strategy is really paying off. Just look at this chart from their earnings call. While only about half of the broader industry feels they can rely on their current AI, a staggering 98% of AppFolio customers are already using their AI features. That is a massive gap in adoption, and it's a powerful sign that their product is really hitting the mark.
But a smart analysis doesn't just look at the sunny growth story. To get the complete picture, we have to go back to that 10K, specifically to the risk factors section. This is the part where the company is legally required to tell investors everything that could possibly derail their plans. It's the ultimate reality check.
So what exactly keeps AppFolio's leadership up at night? Well, first, there's a tangled web of regulations. A single mistake with fair housing or tenant screening laws could mean huge fines. Second, cybersecurity. They are sitting on a treasure trove of sensitive data, which makes them a constant target. Third, you've always got intense competition. And finally, that AI they're betting the future on? Yeah, that brings its own set of risks, from potential bias to brand new legal challenges nobody's even thought of yet. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This is a direct quote from their own risk disclosure. It's that kind of stark, lawyer-approved language that tells you this isn't just some hypothetical problem. A violation could genuinely and seriously harm the business.
All right, so after weighing that really ambitious AI strategy against those very real risks, where does the company expect to land? Let's take a look at the financial outlook they've actually shared with investors. The target is crystal clear, $1.1 billion in revenue for 2026. Now, this isn't just some random number pulled out of a hat. It's the company's bet that their unified, AI-powered platform will not only keep winning new customers, but also get their existing ones to use more and more of those profitable, value-added services. You know, crossing that billion-dollar line would really solidify their spot as a dominant force in this industry.
So, we've decoded the business, the strategy, and the risks. But this whole thing leads to a much bigger question, right? As these powerful AI platforms like AppFolio become the invisible operating systems for our physical world, we really have to ask, how will this technology ultimately reshape our own experience and the very meaning of home?